Today we're here to demonstrate the use of our Skiver cutter tool. In using this tool, we have our skiving blade, which is controlled by this knob, and our cutting blade, which is controlled by this knob. The first thing that we're going to do, we're going to use a belt today with a 3/16 top cover. So we're going to skive 1/8 of an inch of the cover off of this belt. To do that, you need to disassemble, take the top off. We're going to take our belt with the top cover up. We're going to set it in the tool. You can line your belt up by using these two pins or by making a square mark line on your belt and lining that line up with the groove that is in the bottom of the tool. Once we've set that in place, we'll put our top back on. We want to get them firmly snug, but we don't want to over tighten them. The head of the tool, we use a 1/2 inch socket drive ratchet to drive the tool head. It's always good to pull the head across the belt instead of pushing it. So you can use any of the four corners to use your ratchet to do that with. The first thing we will do is to bring the head of the tool over the top of the belt. We're going to loosen our knob and drop the skiver blade on top of the belt. We're going to tighten our knob down till we are flush with the head. Our threaded rod here is 1/16 of an inch per thread. So one revolution of our knob would be 1/16 of an inch. So if we go 2 times, we're at 1/8 of an inch. So we'll raise that back up out of the way. We'll take the head and move it back off the belt. Now we can drop our blade, and it is set at the depth we want to cut. So we're going to pull the head across the belt. And we've successfully skived 1/8 of an inch off the top of the belt. And we want to raise our skiving blade up out of the way. And now we drop our cutter blade here. And now we want to move our tool back to the other end so we can pull. Now that we've finished our cut, we will raise our cutting blade up out of the way for safety, lock it in place, and release our spring clamps. Take the top off, and now you see that we have a nice smooth 1/8 of an inch depth skive across our belt. The width of the skive is always the same width. The blade is fixed, but how far your skive is cut back, it depends on where you have the cutting blade set. The cutting blade can be adjusted, sliding back and forth here, depending on whether you're doing an R3 or an R5 or an R6 and so on. So that can be adjusted with that knob. And that concludes our demonstration of using our cutter skiver today. Thanks for visiting our website.